I have so many delightful little things to show you in the garden that I'm taking another Monday Meandering tour. So it's not going to be a full-on garden tour where we really dive in deep and talk about specific plants and their growing zones and all of those sorts of things. Instead, we're going to pop around the yard all over, pointing out what's new, like things that are opened, things that have died off, something that has changed or is unexpected in some way, because we know that in gardening this time of year, things change so quickly. Hi you guys, this is Nicole from My Carolina Garden. My garden is located in growing zone 8B and we are in southeastern North Carolina. So since we are standing poolside right now, I think we're gonna start in like the secret garden and poolside area first, and then like I said, we're just gonna pop all over the yard and see what's looking amazing. So let's just pop poolside first. So you saw me put together this summer arrangement that just has the gorgeous purple dipladenia in it and the begonias, which are one of my favorites, and of course creeping Jenny that I just grow so I can put it into containers. My perennial hibiscus is getting even closer to opening up because we just see all the buds on there. I don't know exactly what the timeline will be for it. If it's a couple of weeks, I'm not sure. The ice plant just looks stunning down in the bottom there, adds a nice little pop of color where I otherwise have succulents and things that are mostly green. Okay, so it looks like the autumn joy sedum is pretty happy over here. I talk all the time about saying how it doesn't really thrive for me, whereas other people it just looks huge and amazing, but this spot seems to be great. So I guess a lot of brutal afternoon sun and heat is what it wants. This perennial hibiscus, this is the Luna Rose, so it's different than the one we just saw, is really going to open up like any moment now. I have some things that are budded completely, and I'm seeing a little bit more magenta even right back here. So I'm looking forward to seeing that baby give us a lot of pink right here, because otherwise I just have some of the oleander right there, which is not nearly as much pink as I had last year. Do you see these blanket flowers? Oh my gosh, they're so big and bushy. All the blanket flowers I have are really starting to bush out right now. You know what the unfortunate thing is? I have a lot of deadheading to do already. If this is what a perfect bloom looks like, this is what a bloom that is spent looks like. And then this is the one that of course hasn't even opened up yet. So I got lots of flower heads in all different stages on that plant. This spiller out of this planter right here is also an ice plant. Just beautiful. It does close up each night. My geraniums, not looking their best, that's for sure. They had an amazing show, but I need to deadhead a little bit more there. I have some new buds on it as well. Definitely not in its prime though, that's all right. More begonias and sweet potato vine sticking out of that pot. And I just had that there because, shoot, I don't have any hibiscus blooms to show you over here. I have a tricolored hibiscus, and this is my purple bougainvillea. I got a little bit of purple tucked in here, kind of hiding on us. So we'll just look forward to seeing lots more beauty coming from that guy in the next few weeks as well. Taking a direct spin around here. The banana trees here are putting on some height. I don't know exactly how tall they are yet, but not 5 feet yet. This is my first canna bloom on my Bengal tiger canna lilies, which is so fun and exciting. So the calla lily is done, just in time for the cannas to start. Now this way, looking on the blue boardwalk of the secret garden, I just wanted to show you that my Rose of Sharon is all opened up. This one is the pink chiffon. This is a proven winner's one. That I know and remember. This one over here was given to me from my cousin, and I said I didn't remember it having bloomed last year, but it turns out it's just a dark pink. So we have a dark pink on this one here, and we have a lighter pink on this one here. And in case you didn't know, the Rose of Sharon is actually a cousin of the hibiscus. So lots of tropical goodies everywhere. This is the Majesty palm that I put into this pot with the purple and white striped petunias. So they're looking great, and I have a lot more buds on that. The elephant ears are there as well. Not gaining too much size yet, but give them time and definitely lots more water, and they will. These cannas have been blooming a little bit longer. They're just a shorter variety. I don't know the names of them off the top of my head, but I like having that coral color in the garden because it's fairly unusual. Now, here's something we're gonna see everywhere in my garden, which is daylilies. So many daylilies all over. So I have the yellow ones here that are starting a little bit after these deep red ones. These deep red ones are actually the ones that are open, are kind of already past their prime. They're looking a little wimpy, a little tired, but I have some fresh buds on there that'll come next. And then over here, I had put this pot together with you as well. So I have that spike in there with the multicolors on it. That's cool because the edging is like a reddish pink. More petunias, and then just the white Mandevilla, which not the best performer for me, but we're all right. My pygmy date palm that overwintered in the greenhouse this year, he looks amazing. These are just my coleus that I planted up or potted up into the window box liner just until I'm ready to do something else with them, but they are filling in beautifully. Cordyline, purple heart, beach balls everywhere, and just some more gorgeous coleus. Oh my gosh, like I'm in love with coleus this year, and I'm glad it doesn't all just have to stay completely in the shade. This is my croton. By the way, croton really looks like this. You see them in garden centers a lot in the fall, which is kind of funny because they're not cold tolerant. But if you notice that your croton has lost its leaves, the leaves start coming back out green. And then they switch over to being a more variegated, colorful style. So that's always interesting to me. And if we just follow the pathway over here, let's see, which way should we go? In front of the greenhouse or beside the pool? Let's go beside the pool. It is a beautiful summer day here. Ooh, well, at least we have a hibiscus on the pot on this side of the waterfall. Unfortunately, it's only one at the moment, but that's okay. We'll do another tour and we'll see a lot more because we have buds over here. And then, of course, more purple bougainvillea. The hibiscus definitely is a little bit more sensitive to the amount of rain it gets. So it is a decently thirsty plant, in my opinion, as compared to the Diplodenia or Mandevilla, like that I always say, is very drought tolerant inside the waterfall because there's no irrigation or anything in here. So it's literally standing alone. See, no water source. And it looks amazing. Always looks strong, always looks beautiful, and full of saturated color. And then golden sword yucca, standing tall and proud, just like every single time you ever see it. And my Tahiti sunrise dahlias, they're in different stages again of coming and going. But the dahlias are also quite susceptible to wimpiness when they're not getting enough water. This gorgeous yellow canna just like keeps going. It's tall, it's proud, it's got a lot of blooms on it. So I'm not even sure what variety this is because it came from a friend. This other yellow one in the back came from a different friend, and they're two totally different kinds. Height, stature, bloom size, very interesting. Now back over poolside. I just have the pink cordyline and the purple heart in that pot as well. You could barely see them underneath the banana trees there. These banana trees are way taller. I mean, these leaves are quite large and it's well over my head. So We're talking more, at least 8 feet tall. And if the leaves are standing upright, taller than that. But the banana trees are the hardy Bushy bananas, and the furled up leaves in the middle there, that's how they look before they open up fully stretched out. So stunning. This leaf itself is probably like 3 feet long. So awesome. Right now, my flower pots that are here poolside, that you've seen many, many times, even though they're attached to irrigation, they are looking so wimpy right now. This heat is just getting more brutal. So as soon as I get some free time, I will have to take those apart and really just spread them out more. Over here, I have some Happy Cleo canna lilies. And oh, see, now I put this gorgeous little piece of statuary here from my parents because his orange beak of the pelican was supposed to go with the orange cannas. But now I'm afraid he's gonna get covered by the banana tree. This canna lily also, the one that I don't know the name of from my in-laws, is budded up, which is so very exciting. Orange blooms everywhere. That's what I'm going to have. And then my perennial hibiscus, that's Starry, Starry Night. I realize I'm showing you just about everything in the yard, and that was not the intention. So let's see if we can go a little quicker. 2 sets of daylilies here, and I like the way they look this way, so you can see the red and orange mixed together. Those are the same red ones that I had behind the secret garden also. The orange daylilies are a little more standard. You can find them growing wild in a lot of places. Let's see, what is new in here? Well, my echinacea is really just about to fully open up, which is nice and is different since the last time you saw it. The yellow hibiscus is still being amazing. That was from early spring because I had that before my daughter's prom in early April. Of course, the red salsa sombrero coneflowers, still amazing. I gave my lady head planter a haircut, so her lemon coral sedum flowers are now gone, so that looks a lot better. The pink dahlia is coming out with more buds and blooms. I love the dahlia. It's just unusual and intricate, and it's gorgeous. My Asiatic lilies are on their way out. Those are the tall babies. Bushy, bushy, bushy blanket flowers. You see that? It's like incredible how big they are. And then the speedwell and begonias right here. Speedwell, that's spiky, and begonias right here. Speaking of spiky flowers though, I actually just got my first blooms on this not speedwell, which one is this? Shoot, now I just lost the name of it when I said speedwell. Loosestrife. Loosestrife, that's what this is. So I have some buds of loosestrife back here. And this whole bush is going to be full of those pinkish purplish blooms really soon. From the blue bench to the veggies, you pretty much saw all of this recently as I was adding additional irrigation to this area. Lots of serrano chili peppers in here, which is great because my family loves hot peppers. So all of these things are looking good. This was the other planter that I had done up very recently. So the begonias are great. Like, who doesn't want begonias in all of their planters? I also have this dahlia popping up. Totally different style dahlia. This is 2 years old, I think. And I had gotten it from Walmart. Oh, there is actually a name on it. La Bella Medio. Usually Walmart is just like pink and white dahlia or something like that. But interestingly, the tag says it's an annual. And it isn't. Not for me. And another gorgeous coneflower. We're just going to skip around the peninsula garden really and show all more of my daylilies and the Dusty Millers that have gotten huge as well. But otherwise, let's just cruise on by. Mom's still standing strong for now. primrose still out for now as well. That'll start dying back, the yellow evening primrose. Ooh, look at this. This perennial hibiscus, that's the Luna Rose, has some blooms on it, but they're down at the bottom of the plant. So you can't see them very well. Never mind, really get to enjoy them down there. But again, lots more buds on this plant, so way more will be getting up at the top. Outside in the Island of Misfit Toys, oh my, I always think I really need to repaint that rock with a beautiful quote on it. But I have one canna lily bud up at the top of that. Obviously, hostas are still going strong, coreopsis going strong, more daylilies over there. Just a little update on how the flowers are looking right by the front porch. Lantana's getting bigger. That's over here. Those are the red, I don't know, some sort of Canova canna lilies. Just, that's a different color actually. So I have orange, yellow, and red canna lilies. My tomato plant, oh my gosh, he's gonna need to be staked up. All the tomatoes are leaning it over to the one side. But then, of course, my planter's still looking amazing. And as we head this way, we're gonna just pop right over all the pinks and all the things we have here. The mums are still here. The mums are still here for now. They are tired looking though. They're starting to fade. And someone asked if I deadhead them after this bloom so they come back in the fall. Yes, I do. But the hot pink that's happening over here with that trailing verbena, that looks pretty cool. I still love hot pink. I think that's amazing. My little clearance geranium still looking good, no biggie. And let us end our little tour at my gorgeous DIY garden easel. I put it back in its spot. The only thing I haven't done yet is hook up irrigation to it just yet. But you know what I can see already happening is I had added in the pieces of the Sunshine Ligustrum to the back as like a backdrop. They wimped out super quick. Whereas the other piece of the backdrop that's yellow is the euonymus, the yellow euonymus. That still looks really good. But begonias, amazing. Mandevilla, amazing. And sweet potato vine, amazing. So I guess more or less those are the highlights of the garden this week for Monday Meandering. Hopefully you enjoyed it and saw maybe something new. And like I said, we'll get into a little more depth when we do an actual garden tour and we can slow it down a little bit more. But I am waiting for my garden tours until the end of June so that we can really see some massive changes. Thanks for spending time with me, and until next time you guys, happy planting.